the quarterback in the NFL, the pitcher in Major League Baseball. And it's weird, unlimited money thing. And I'm not talking, they get their money too, but it's almost like there's still this, but they don't even play every day. But there's still something to be said. So even if you have the separate salary cap, the separate salary cap is only going to open up Pandora's box of, well, we just going to put this bag of money around them. It's this limited bag. There's a Michael Parsons is on a dividend bag. Well, I want the bulk of the rest of the 60-man roster, the 59-man roster. I'm that. It's going to be an issue. Welcome to Not Just Another Sports Show. I am one of your hosts, and I'm with my other host, the well-renowned. You know him as my boy.
Hey,
what's going on, Tank?
What's going on, everybody?
Everything is good. Everything is good. Bear with me 1 second, man. I need to give a shout out to our sponsors. Right now, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors because those are the people that pay us. Those are the people that keep us on the air. One of our sponsors is, of course, lightsnack.com. And remember, when you snack, make sure you order those Magic City wings from Light. Another one of our sponsors is Quick Visits. They have the short sets, the lounge sets for the ladies, so make sure you order that. And always remember, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the show. As well as you can follow us on our show. And email us with any ideas you may have, any feedback you may have, Not Just Another Sports Show at gmail.com. All right, so at this point in time, I'm going to hand it over to my boy Russell because he has some things he wanted to jot down. I'm just going to chime in today because he wanted to discuss some issues that were going on in this sport.
Okay, you know, as everyone knows, we're getting ready to start NFL training camp in a couple of weeks. And we got some certain guys, particularly quarterbacks, that I think have a lot of pressure on them because they're going to need to produce this year. One, Aaron Rodgers. He went out and played 4 seconds for the Jets last year, so went to the season. So at the age of 40, he's coming back off a torn Achilles. So we're going to see how he rebounds from that, because the Jets are supposedly loaded in all areas and they're expected not to have any weaknesses. But that all depends.
Really got to go. It's marketing about the Jets supreme because it was supposedly loaded.
Yeah.
Teams who have mediocre quarterbacks that still show. So when you go back to the quarterbacks, but that just hurt me when I saw that because I had been reading. Go ahead.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers, we expect to see if he's going to produce and get them to the promised land at the age of 40, coming off a torn Achilles.
Now, for the audience, what do you consider the promised land? AFC Championship, playoffs?
It's really got to be Super Bowl or bust. They went all in when they signed Rodgers.
Okay.
They didn't sign him as a rebuilding project. They signed him because they thought that he's the missing link to get them to the Super Bowl. That remains to be seen.
But we got to give him the opportunity because he got hurt, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Two others about in the circle of the same thing. You got Russell Wilson, who, contrary to what people have been saying, he didn't have a horrible season last year in Denver. He and Sean Payton just won a good match. I think with the Steelers, being with Tomlin, being in a run-oriented offense, going to really help him. He should produce and bounce back. They're not asking Russell cook. They're just asking Russell to let it simmer a little bit.
You really believe that?
Yeah, he doesn't need to cook. He just needs to let things simmer. Let Najee cook. Get your passes in to George Pickens. Use your tight end, power move, and ride their defense. Now, I think they were on the same team. 1 year contract for both of them. Wilson and Fields. So you got to decide somebody's who's going to be the lead quarterback going forward. Not just for this season, but in the future. He going to ride out Wilson for the next maybe 3 years. And then try to get another franchise quarterback. Or are you going to buy Fields and say, we're going to take our chances of his upside. But if he doesn't get on the field, why would you sign?
So is Dak Prescott. I also have what's my backup?
Trey Lance.
It's sitting in the wings. Trey Lance of a battle, maybe. And you can also look at this as what's going on in Atlanta. Well,
the only difference in Atlanta is what's his name? Drafted. He's gonna be lame now. He's signed for the next 40 years.
He's already signed for the next 40 years, right?
Yeah,
right.
But in Pittsburgh and Dallas, they got guys who are supposed to be starting on one of your deals. And they got the backup, former first round picks for 1 year contract as well. But you got to make a decision. Are you going to go with the younger guy and hope that he develop, or are you going to stick with a veteran and hope that you get what you want out of him?
So this seems to look like a lot of this going on in a lot of these camps as each team. Because Pettis Jr. was the name we were looking for, and then I saw Henneke is also on that roster who did okay.
He ain't playing. He ain't playing.
Monetarily, he's definitely not playing. Monetarily and pick, he's not playing. Right. He can go in there and fight all he wants. Politics probably will keep him out of that anyway. But yeah. So moving along, go ahead.
And another interesting quarterback is not a battle. He's the unquestioned star right now. And will be for probably the next 10 years. And the reason I'm saying is I know how you look. I see how you look. The reason I'm saying he's under the gun, not in a bad way, but we need to make sure he's going to improve. We all know the quarterback biggest jump is generally from his first year to his second year.
Absolutely.
So CJ Stroud, is he going to improve this year? Because generally if you get a whole off season, go through his fifth game film and break him down, it's going to be a different for him this year. If he hasn't improved. So I want to see what he's going to do. I think he's legit. Even though
I think he's legit too.
And they've got pieces around now, better pieces. But they're going to need him to make that jump.
because what he did last year, while it was impressive, it's not going to be enough for this year because the league will have a full offseason to look at him and break down his weaknesses.
I will say you on the subject of CJ Stroud, he's not the highest paid, he's not the highest NFC South. Sunshine is. And CJ be different. I don't know what Tank did coming back from being shot. I don't know how serious that was, but he did stuff.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs can indeed camouflage. If he goes in the Stephon, he can be. A lot of what other people found on film. And then, of course, we look at AFC South, Tennessee Titans, Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I personally only see the Colts defensively. Seeing them twice a season. Defensively, like Cleveland would have to be the Cleveland Browns. We saw what he did to them. The Cleveland Browns would actually have to be in that division to make me consolidate about CJ Stroud's development after we. They only have 50-50, but you know how it is when you familiar. So I don't see the Colts giving him the issues that you're talking about as far as he has another year of development. We watched him. Let's see what he. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because what he did was great. Since never worked his time, and hopefully he's rounded enough. He doesn't think he'll arrive. But you got some guys who start off great, and you don't see much improvement because they think they've already arrived. They think it was easy for him.
You think he may, and that's hit or miss. We have to see what type of attitude he has towards that. Because some people do come in and say, "Hey, what it was," but it was and I have that, and I'm not going to talk about him because I'm not going to make this about him. But I have a quarterback of my last year, and I don't like that about him. So hopefully. And he's another quarterback in Texas, for all the people that don't know. He's that other quarterback in Texas. So
the one who's like Sinbad.
Exactly. And back in Texas, because if we're not careful, it does improve year to year. That other quarterback in Texas. And the team that no matter the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But he can easily end up that other quarterback in Texas if he's not careful. And that's what we don't want. And so sticking with AFC South, what do you think Anthony Richardson's gonna do sneaking back?
I can only go by the little I saw from last year because he wasn't around long. And what I saw when he was at Florida. What I saw at Florida, he was, in my opinion, he was the worst thing that was trotted out there under center. And
not the worst thing,
man, that boy was bad. Great bad, a lot of athleticism. But that doesn't win you game. Wins you the first quarter. I was shocked they went in the first round. He tested so well. But we're going to see. Can he deliver the ball accurately this year? And he protects himself when he does run. Because he's a big boy. But he's still a quarterback. You don't want your quarterback taking a pounding because it hampers your development. And you wind up in a position like Cam took a beating because he had a coach say, hey, he's big, he's strong, and fast. We use him almost like a fullback, the quarterback position. You don't want that kind of thing to happen to Anthony Richardson
and he already had shortcomings in his technique playing the position.
Want him to learn how to be a quarterback first and
use his other gifts
when
when necessary, but not that be his primary way of getting things done.
Now I will say that watches this show always knows and understands that Katie will hear someone, and as you were speaking on one thing you pointed out, and there's a guy for whom is in your team's division who more likely is the reason why A.R. Richardson got drafted. And you said some things. You can't win like that. You don't want your accuracy in the AFC North. Arguably, there's some murmurs in Cleveland, but arguably the team to beat in the NFL main championship game.
Oh, what happened?
And my point in saying that from all those things, and they held him back contractually. It held him back in his playoff run, and just as Tank just said, we saw what happened is Indianapolis satisfied if Anthony Richardson kind of get tired of the Anthony Richardson not, or do we look at Jackson's progression, and when we see similarities in Anthony Richardson's projection, we say, no, this is not going to be it. If this keeps going this way, we see what's going to be in year 6. And we're going to end up having him feel like we owe him a king's ransom for absolutely nothing. So how do you feel about that? And I'm saying that as far as Lamar Jackson is concerned.
I think that if Richardson develops and is able to beat you with your arm eventually, it'll be a good thing for him.
That's what they need. But they don't need a quarterback whose primary weapon is easy to see. Because when they get older and they don't have those legs, and they never were able to beat their arm consistently, what do you got? You got somebody who on your back while they lead. Because Cam lost his shortcomings as a passer because he was never accurate, but his technique, he cost him. He saw what he looked like in his later years.
Yeah, saw him go from hot to cold. It was just hot to cold.
Yeah.
Those injuries caught up.
Get caught up. Right.
And Cam is one of the he's the second largest human I've ever seen.
Very big. Exactly.
Yeah. He's put together. He wasn't Jerry Lorenzen.
Right.
He was actually yo.
Yes.
But you don't see that kind of beating. You don't want Lamar Jackson taking that kind of beating.
Right. Cam,
Richardson
right. Cam was encouraged with size because that is a very large human being on the football field. Stature with those big human beings, but he's a very large individual, and I call that a gift and a curse for him because when he started, he wasn't looking at 3 and 4 years cornerback safety, but didn't think those hits were costing him 4 years down the line. Cam wouldn't move with nobody. Cam would not making business decisions. Cam was going to get out of my way or you're going to get moved.
Yeah.
It's a big boy.
I understand him doing it. I don't blame it on the coaching staff for not grounding him with enough talented players. He didn't need to carry the load like that. There was no reason for him to be running the ball like that because they didn't have running backs.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing that I fear for Richardson, because you look at him, 6'3", 6'4", 240 pounds, running the 4.4, has a cannon for an arm, but not accurate. Hey, if everything breaks down or if you can't find anybody open, use your legs. You can take. You're just as big or bigger than they are. It's not gonna hurt you. And then the next thing you know, 3-4 years down the road, he's not moving as fast. His fundamentals already off. So he's doing this instead of doing this.
Absolutely.
And it takes a toll on his career.
I think personally, like those types of Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton, going all the way back to any mobile quarterback, the vision that they need is the ability to. No, they need to have two things. They need to know how to count to 10. And they need to have the vision to know where the first down marker is. They don't have to count all the way to 10. Get past the first down marker, go out of bounds, slide. That's the first down. Your body didn't get hit. Run, and let's go test all the way. Football, the sandlot of it, the psychology of it, and you start going for touchdown. Don't do that. Inside the 20, red zone, because it's so difficult in the red zone, green light. But the 80 to 40 20, I need you at yards. You need to let that man go. I would rather him get into the psychology.
Yeah, because it's always RG3.
Thank you. Faster than everybody. But it took one lick.
You need your quarterback to learn. Use the weapons that you have. Use what you were gifted with. But also remember, you need to live to play another down. Live to play another game. We don't need highlights.
It's worse than highlight. It's hard to tell them we don't need fantasy points.
Yeah.
I got my line.
Yeah, you're right. Someone like they're doing it.
Man,
It's just
you hit the AFC Jets. Where are we now? Is the AFC the only here?
Look, man, as of now,
You know, I don't
I
like
don't
it.
like it.
Everything goes through KC.
KC.
And now we're at the AFC West. Okay, so this episode preview AFC. Do another one.
Here's before we keep going.
Where do you
Where do you
think
think
the better
and the best
quarterbacks are? In the AFC, or the NFC? Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Let me do this for myself. Let me do this for myself right quick. Let me do this for myself right quick. Before I let me see. Yeah, okay. So I had to go off some because and actually that, and then golf, and all three of them are not better than Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Jackson, Stroud. Now, we gotta give the sheriff, the now sheriff in New York, his props. Roger.
Herbert.
Herbert. He might be down there. He might be down there at the beginning of the NFC area.
I tell you, who work with this right now. Who he follow me. He looks the part. He plays well. He does and everything that you want in a quarterback. But it just hadn't translated. But he's like that pretty girl who can't cook, won't clean, or anything else, but you can't let her go. Yeah.
6'6", got a cannon for her. She pretty. She beautiful. Not season shit. No, not a season.
Right. He's in danger of becoming Carson Palmer.
That ain't good. I'm gonna tell you why that was good. Parallel in that pack. That's Pac-12 and Pac-12, right? Pac-12, Pac-12 and Pac-12. Highly touted out of that area. Had speed and talent. Yeah. Carson always had talent around him at wide receiver. Herbert, oh my God, he's had some talent around him at wide. Well, he lost Allen. He lost Allen. But he's definitely has his talent. Running games. That's a learn. I think Carson Palmer had Rudy Johnson.
Who had a good 3-year run.
He had that Benson. Yeah, Benson. Benson wasn't bad.
Was it Benson? Yeah.
And
I remember Benson when he went to Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
And Thad Johnson. He had and he also had
Husman. Right. He even had it.
The pad.
Yeah. So absolutely, because thing more than Palmer. Herbert is in a weaker division than Palmer. Palmer had some situations.
Yeah. Herbert. If he can't win under Harbaugh, he's not going to ever win.
That's Harbaugh coming in. He's going to run it in.
He's going to get that team physical. If he can't win playing under Harbaugh, he's just another pretty girl.
Well, you know what? Harbaugh them sevens. He liked them sevens from heaven. And like them pretty girl. And go win a championship. And won't give you a chance. Okay, this is our guy, this is who we like. It's not who I like. It's LA. Harbaugh gonna let her run down Rodeo Drive one time. If it don't fit, Harbaugh gonna go find him 7.
Plug
and play. Get that defense right. Get him a real running back that he wants, and plug and play. And
yeah, so it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
That being said, I would still take Herbert over quarterback in the NFC.
With that being said, I have pitched for the market, and I think if Herbert did go over there coming, but that's not going to happen unless something crazy happens. But that's not going to happen because we already got a 6'5" guy.
Yeah, and plus Herbert got that
he just got 200-something million. So but I had been saying that when I was arguing about our guy, that guy,
Yeah, I think.
Props to them 4 straight. Actually 5 straight. Isn't that the NFC?
NFC is going to be competitive. If Burrow stays healthy, Cincinnati can make some noise. coming out
of college, I would say yeah.
I thought he was a beat. I thought he was. But what he done when
healthy,
I can't deny what he's done.
Some said Burrow made runs when people were hurt.
Look, I ain't got nothing to do with anybody else getting hurt. I just need to go out and do my job.
Somebody said my fault. Somebody said Burrow is living off beating Mahomes. Twice, was it?
Twice.
Somebody said Burrow living off of. What you think, Tank? Is that what he living off of?
Did he do it?
Did he win?
Did he go in the Arrowhead? Did he leave? Did he leave with a win?
What? Hey, was he playing? Hey, I'm telling you what they said about Joe.
Yeah. Burrow
play some ball.
I didn't expect him to be this good. But he is
a real problem if he stays healthy. The only thing going against him is Cincinnati. It's just like the only thing. No, he's gone. He's with the Texans.
I really question because I actually wanted you to. I want to show you how I can go back to them.
Yeah, so they're gonna have problems if they don't develop a running game.
Absolutely.
But
again,
the thing that can hurt him is the same thing that's always hurt Cincinnati. But
Cincinnati isn't as bad as Cleveland. Where Cleveland has a lot of talent, supposedly. You don't feel the tub of like that.
But it's Cleveland. Until Cleveland is one of those teams that I don't care. They have the best talent
from all the guys that ever played in the NFL. When they put on their Cleveland uniform, they become the mistake by the lake.
We can't hide it anymore. You know, we can't hide it anymore. He I something about dirt because of uniforms. But he even everybody outside of the Amos.
I mean, I'm just
no. Mistaken. We get a full year with their quarterback.
As long as he ain't no happy endings, he might be all right.
Well, we wanted to have some kind of happy endings, but not those kind of happy endings. What are you going to do in the AF?
He's got to go back to what he was doing. He was playing well in Houston.
No, he don't.
Because
no, he don't.
Well,
not No. Do you know who Deshaun Watson was? Dak falling behind, getting a whole lot of yards, and had Hopkins. He had DeAndre Hopkins. Safety. He was his safety net. I didn't think Watson was all that. He was in Houston.
I thought he was younger. And Rookie got hurt rookie year.
Throw his knee up.
He had more talent around him. Better coaching. Houston a lot better than the postseason.
In the NFC, we're not in the NFC segment, but I will tell you this as far as the NFL is concerned, NFL as a whole. When I hear if he had more talent around him, every year. And we added. And this is not just the team I know y'all think I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Time NFL teams, and this NFL teams do not add talent around him every year. That we've added all this talent around you, and we decide to hold the cap down, hold the cap hostage, where we can't. And And at the end of the year, big contract on the first year, all that guaranteed money, guess what you say? If you had more talent around me, you took all the money.
Hey,
we're not talking about the NFC, but what if Brock Purdy gonna do when all that talent around him goes? What he gonna check and put anything around him?
That's why I think they're gonna go ahead and sign before they get to that.
So they can
at least get
2 years of
that team
under
Purdy
with Purdy with a new deal.
Who was that? Mahomes.
I think that
Mahomes was the only one won. Mahomes was the only one got to the Super Bowl in the past 10 years under his old under the rookie contract.
past 10
years.
Yeah.
He's the only one.
No.
The only one that made it.
And he won. Burrow did.
Yeah.
You know what? It's two. Burrow won it. And Burrow signed yet.
Yeah,
Burrow
I
to get the
think
big
Burrow got a new
contract. He didn't do a 10-year like Mahomes did. They knew what they were doing.
One thing about Mahomes is pipe crack. He's the only one that's been tied for this $100, $200 million deal. Signed it, and then went out and won the Super Bowl. None of these quarterbacks in the decade plus have tied those monster deals and actually won the Super Bowl.
Don't I know that? If anyone knows that, I definitely know that.
Yeah, so they
got to do something about these quarterback
contract.
Yeah, there was a yeah. Go ahead.
Even if they decide they're going to make a second salary cap for quarterback, then another one for the team.
I heard that. That may cause dissension, man.
I'm still getting paid because your money is coming from the spot. Oh, man, I'm the first defensive end in the league, but y'all can't re-sign me because y'all got to pay the quarterback $6 million a year.
And I get that. I just think even if you have that,
More.
but there's still something to be said. So even if you have a separate salary cap is only going to open up Pandora's box of, well, we just going to put this bag of money around them. It's this limited bag. There's a Michael Parsons that's going to want to dip in that bag. Well, I want the bulk of. It's going to be an issue.
But they got to do something because the toothpaste is already out the tube.
It's out too.
They need it. But what they should have done is say, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna pay the player, not the position. You don't get to make $50 million a year when you're the third best quarterback in the league. But you're up for a new contract. Well, the market says that I should get this. No, you shouldn't. You suck.
It's big too, because if I'm a GM, I'm definitely arguing at what point in the game did you get all those yards? You be through for 4,000. Oh, you did that. You threw for all those yards with 2 and our running back who had just ran for 1,300 yards the year before was out. So those numbers are skewed, sir. I can't have you bringing that to the table, and it's too much money, man.
And the agent says, "Hey, my guy did it.
You gotta say, so did this, and they got paid this much. He did better, so he should get paid more.
I mean,
it's a mess.
Right. And for anybody that thought I was just saying something hypothetical, I was talking about Daniel Jones. I was talking about Saquon. I was talking about Daniel Jones. Real data, and Daniel Jones got paid
$40 million. It's skewed, but hey, and now you got.
We're gonna hold off on nomination. We're gonna hold off on nomination. We don't want to go into that. We're gonna go into the NFC on the next segment. And with that being said, I just want to let everybody know this has been KD. And before we go, I ain't gonna sign off yet. Do you have any last words, Tank, in regards to the AFC conference and what you expect to see out of them, training camp and moving forward, coming up?
I will say, I hope there's no injuries. I hope everybody full health once the season starts. But it goes through KC. They got more. They got better receivers this year. They've got. They're circling the waves. They're trying to get this. They're trying to be the first three-peat. And they legitimately have a real chance of being that team.
Absolutely.
And you've seen that team over the years, they've adapted to whatever talent they have on offense. Short, they can dunk from last year. This year, they're going to open it up. And the league needs to be ready.
And just so you all are fully aware, football, the Kansas City slowly or defensive team that carries that high-powered offense. Like that, they went and found defense, and because that's why they in a tight end. And at that time, they did have a wide receiver and an offensive-minded coach to get them through. And then that defense developed run. And the offense, unfortunately, it's